Hi, everyone. My name is Sunisa Jamwiset Deiters. I am co-founder of Gaia Ashram, Ecovillage based in the Udon Thani, Thailand. Gaia Ashram and GENOA, the Global Ecovillage Network, Oceania and Asia, together we start these Ecovillage talks, which is talking about ecovillages around our regions or around the world, intending to share the wisdom and experience on eco-village journeys from many eco-villages or eco-village developers around the world. And we have been talking and learning from journeys from several eco-villages before. And today is our episode 5, right? I think this is our talk number 5. And we get the opportunity to learn from Boniface Gomes from Bangladesh, from the Bangladesh Association for Sustainable Development. So we will get to know more about him and also his journey applying the eco-village design principles in rural sustainable development. Before we go into that, so let's also introduce our co-host, Kin, from the her or project Ecovillage, Emerging Ecovillage in Vietnam, and also from GENOA. Let's Kin introduce herself also, and then we'll introduce more about Boniface and go into our talk today.
Thank you, and hi everyone. I'm calling from Vietnam at the moment in Hanoi, the capital, but I'm actually living mostly 3 hours away from Hanoi in a small community, emerging community that is only 2 years old called Project R, and I'm also the network weaver of Global Ecovillage Network in Oceania and Asia. So what we do is connecting to eco-communities and eco-villages around the region through exchange, to learn from each other, to share knowledge and experience and all the tools that we can to develop more and more sustainable communities in the region. And that's also why we connect with Gaia Ashram and with BASD, hoping to learn from them and also to exchange, to have them exchange with each other and with you. So that's why we're here today. I'll pass it back to to introduce Boniface. Oh, actually, just popped out. I think she has internet problem. So I'll pass to Boniface just to give her some really short introduction about yourself, Boniface.
Yes.
And then we'll pass back to
Yes, namaskar. I'm Boniface Gomes. I'm the Executive Director of Bangladesh Association for Sustainable Development. This I started in 1991. But while I was working, actually long years, I was getting ready to be a Catholic priest. But when I finished my masters, I thought of no, not to be the priest now. Why not to serve Bangladesh, because there are many poor people. So then I started working with my friends. Then by this time I met Max O'Lindiger, my teacher from Australia, who is the leader of Crystal Water. He said, "Okay, why not come? Let's have our permaculture design training in Sri Lanka." Then he said, "Okay, come to my country for eco-village design." It is an excellent journey. I started from 2003. So then I continued. But afterwards, I thought of why not start in Bangladesh. So I'll tell the story later on. So this is in short. Actually, my organization is working in various lines and development, eco-villages, with my organization. And nowadays there are many international organizations in Bangladesh working, like Caritas Bangladesh, like World Vision Bangladesh, and other many groups. They are all united with BSD, with my organization, to learn and share an eco-village and permaculture that we can spread in the whole of Bangladesh. So just in a line that all they are agreed to go to more than 10,000 communities within the next 5 years. That's a very big number. Me started within about 100, but all others are coming forward, they're learning and sharing, and they'll continue. So some more universities also joined with us. So we think it may be possible, but we like to make it possible. Thank you. Do I continue?
Okay, so yeah, I think it sounds very exciting, and let's hear more from you how how it started, and also how it come to extend it and creating further impact. What core people to feel like this approach is something necessary and possible? You said you like to make it possible. You saw it possible. What make people think it's possible?
Thank you for the questions. It's a very nice question. But in the beginning, this journey was not easy. It's very tough. I tell a few lines like a story. In 2005, I started my learning in my own village. They were very happy to invite me. But within short time, within a year, some of the chemical lovers and some of the leaders of the village, they thought, no, it's not good for us. Let us not help him to grow the work. I told them, thank you, but I am with you, but I'll come again. Then I told my wife, okay, let's go to your house. So my another relative close house. Unfortunately, that area people, they were very happy in the beginning, but within very short time, within 6 or 7 months, by this time my staffs were there. Volunteers were there. They were threatened, they were beaten, and they were tortured, and they were pushed out from the village at night. So I was really worried what to do, because maybe I didn't know what is the wrong of permaculture or eco-villages. I was talking with the community and my friends around, even with my teacher. He said, okay, don't worry, just continue. Then I went to a tea garden area in 2008 or something. They are tribal people. They're very lovely people. But unfortunately, although they like it and they're doing very good work at their home, but they don't have their own land. And the tea company was not allowing them for continuing long-term process of working. So I said that unless it is continued in the future, so what is the gain? Nobody will learn it, nobody will know it. It will be not, we like to share to everybody in the whole of Bangladesh. Then I thought of what to do. Let's go, let me think. Then I thought of going to a very disastrous area, which is the most disastrous and people are most poor and vulnerable. I thought, okay, why not? There's the most area. Maybe Ecovillage is not good, but why not? Maybe they will not push me out. Those people are very lovable. They're very poor. I like them. So I went there near the Bay of Bengal, near the Sundarban. Really, people jumped. We talked to them. And also afterwards. And I said, why not? Let me try with some villages, with 5 villages first. People are happy. We started from his village. We taken 4, two men and 2 women to make the leaders, eco leaders. They got a PDC training, and afterwards EDE training. And so after some time, you were visiting that area, Banishanta. In 2012, you were visiting that Banishanta. That village is still now, it's very good. Those people, they're really going very well till 2013. After 1 year, you left Bangladesh. That time there is very big cyclone and almost all the trees, not even houses, all the plants were uprooted, all the plants. And there was hundreds of people died at that time. Lots of things happening. Everything was finished. So we thought of, no, this is not the time for Ecovillage, not for permaculture. Why not we jump together for rehabilitation or saving the community. So we did work for 2 years for saving and staying with them and also giving encouragement. People are very happy. They say, oh, really, you're a good friend. Then from 2014, we go around, going on. Then, so by this time, 100 communities came forward. But it's not easy journey. We are hundreds of meetings in different villages. People don't like to understand. We have meetings with the chemical groups here and there. We're meeting with the government people and politicians. I thought unless they come together, I cannot move with my vulnerable group. They are the voters. I told the political people, I'm just going to a voter. They like to eat something, but I like to give them fresh food, or poisonless food. Will you please help me? They said, okay, yes. This way, it took long time to bring all of them together. We continued and continued. Good news is that by this time in 2021, World Vision said, this is your excellent program. Why not? Please help me to learn. Then I worked with my team, a 12 members team within World Vision, to starting and developing 25 eco-villages with my technical support, but all the other support was given by World Vision. So I was happy to work with them. So those villages are really moving now, those 25 villages, and they planned, they will expand this work in the whole of Bangladesh. So these 25 villages are their model. So they like to expand it in 5,000 communities within next 4 to 5 years. They started journey. Then Caritas said, okay, why not me? Then some of the groups from Caritas, they came forward. Then other people, they like to do that. But I think now, if anybody hear the story, they think, oh, this is very easy to start the program. They think is. I said, my brother, I started in 2003 and learned. But this is in 2024. Now I see some of the some good things, but not even good things. Just we are moving now. Yes.
Wow. Oh, you're coming from like just a few villages. Now it's a lot. And then I'm very curious when you mentioned about your journey, when you moved to the area that you said there were more poorer people in the poorer villages there, and they were very happy to join the programs. And then why was that? Why were these groups feel more motivated to join the program? What gave them hope?
They thought as there was happening almost every year, cyclone or storm, and many disastrous problem are there. Many different NGOs are going with some food package or some relief. They thought I am also going to give them some good food, some good clothing. But after going there, in the beginning, they said, oh, wonderful. They embraced me very quickly. After when they hear that I don't have food, I have only some stories and something to share with them, they're not so happy. Then I call 4 from each of the 5 villages, that means 20 volunteers I called together. I kept them 20 days in my office. They did meditation, they did yoga. They did lots of other things, prayer and spiritual, did their thing. They said, you're not only, you're giving us very nice thing. This is a very spiritual program. I said, yes, this is. We never saw that any NGOs are coming with meditation, with yoga or other things, but you're doing excellent.
Right.
I said, my spiritual work is what you're doing in the church, in the temple. Why not? We can practice the same, not the religion, but we can use that kind of spirit, the spirituality in our program. Hindus are using the kirtan, they sing and dance together. I said, why not? We dance also with our natural things and other things. They said, okay, we'll do it. The thing is that it was very not easy because the poor people were thinking the food and other things. But it took some time for them. But when those 20 were trained and they reached their own village, they were telling to the story. Then I said, okay, please arrange this meeting in your village. In every village, I'll go with my group, and you 20 will go with me in every villages. I'll tell some story to them, and you will tell the good things what you learned from the training. It worked. Because this 20 and me, 21, we all together, and the villages was one side, and then I said, why not? After meeting, we'll have some tea and dance together. Although I do not know dance, you know good dance now. So
Yeah.
so I said, okay, though I cannot do the dancing, but my friends, they know they're dancing. My trainees, they know they're very good dancer. Why not we sing and talk and dance? People said, oh, many times you got food and clothing from other NGOs, but nobody came with this spirituality, with this something good, which is good for a mental refreshment. I think this has helped me, but I never call the rich people. I never call the high educated people there. I said, if these people they are motivated, then if they like it, if they start the working, then the rich people will see this from far away. They can come afterwards. They have money, they can make their own adaptation program. But these poor people, they do not know the adaptation. They're dying, but they do not know how to do. They're dying, they don't have the big building. But rich are okay, safe, and poor are in 2013, hundreds of poor people died. None of the rich people died. Many people were starving, but rich were not starving. I told the story. Anyhow, this is not the story. Rich people are not happy to hear this story. Some were very angry with me. I told them, brother, only I am with them, only to inspire them. But I'm telling not against you, but this is you. You are blessed by God because you have good building, you have houses, you have something. But these poor people, they're also blessed, but they need some more assistance. So I took 4 to 5 years to minimize the problem among them. By this time, poor people, this group, they're not poor. Those who really could not eat two times in a day in 2005, 6, 7. No, I see this really changed. They're enjoying the beauty of the ecology. They're enjoying the beauty of economics because they're not only food. They send their children to the university, their colleges. Some of the children are now in the other country for studying. Excellent. They didn't have only no cows and goats. Every house and cows and goats and other things. So these poor people, we don't say the poor, but they are not poor. They're not poor now. They're very rich now. They say we are rich. There's many stories. You know that you also have some stories. I know about that. So this is in our country. Actually, there's only one I should tell about my teacher. In 2013, 14, after that cyclone, many were starving. I told my teacher, what to do? Max, please tell me how to do. He said, I saw none of my followers, my those I trained, I'm seeing that none of them are really trying to practice. But I see you're trying, you're thinking, okay, go ahead. I said, he asked me, what is the problem with your community? I said, my communities they don't have enough food. Then he said, Boniface, forget all the ecovillages, other dimensions. First, give them some food in their stomach. I said, how? He told, I taught you permaculture design. When did you start? I said, people are using chemical. He said, okay, why not let them start with the chemical and organic together? Then step by step, you go with them. First, give them food, then talk about economics, then talk about sociology, then talk about culture and other things. So I told him, thanks. Really, he's excellent. So from then on, I really deeply started permaculture and more food growing, vegetable growing, so they can eat, even they can sell the surplus in the market. So this was helping a lot to these poor people for their surviving after the 2 or 3 years. They're really in bad position. Now they're okay. That's good. Now, if there is any storm or something, whenever they hear the signal, they very quickly go. There are some shelters, very with different villages. They're going and living there with their cows and goats. They're all rushing, but they keep in our system. Everybody keep their food, water, medicine, wherever it is at home under the earth. There's a clay pitcher under the bed. Yeah, I think you have seen last time when you came. I don't know. So everybody have their things there at home, but they're going outside. They're just covering the clay pitcher with the plastic that the water cannot go. Even the flood, it is not destroying. Yes, sometimes there is problem with the thieves. Sometimes, anyhow, the boys are young boys and volunteers. They're guarding. So nowadays it is no more problem. So somehow it is balanced now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. There's two main thing that we are really curious about there, and that you also start sharing about them. That is about how the traditional communities or the local communities who are facing many aspects of difficulties, such as those community you're working with in Bangladesh, how the eco village designed or in order for aspect for the whole dimension of the eco village concept is being adopted or being by the people there, what does it mean to them. I think you shared the insight into that also, that focusing on growing food and providing food with them, that is something that call their attention and giving them
If I say a
hope.
little more about that, we try to see with my community that when I saw the community have some or more that every house they have food, then we talked about the society.
Yeah, right.
Actually, Bangladesh society was not only Bangladesh. What I've seen in Asiatic society, most of the countries are good, better than European countries. The countries where I visited, but some of the Asian countries are societies. There are some rules, procedure, and also community leaders. So, though my community, those people are not really having the same social values practicing, I just reminded them, this was our society in the before. They're respecting everybody. The elders were respecting, and the youngers were really they were observing and they were doing the work. And there are many different cultures and culture and also procedures. Then people said, why not? That's good, excellent. There are many, for every aspect, we talked long time about the social values. Then, and now they started again. They said, oh, yes, we had very good society. I said, okay, we have now society. Every community has a community. There's a young community leader, elderly community leader. There's a women community leader. They're following the procedure. Yes, most of them doing really good. They're enjoying. Then I said, why not? We share something for economics. Everybody is producing good food. Let's start marketing. So if possible, every village, let's start one small selling area, a production area. Or not possible, 2 or 3 villages together. Or in the market, we opened some shops for organic cultivation, collection, and also the selling, and also seed selling, seed preservation together. So gradually, we found every house previously there was more than one person was unemployed. Women were really unemployed in the village. Only male were going for plowing and also cultivation or somewhere for day labor. But women were at home. They don't have food, but they don't know what to do. Because there is a disastrous area. That time there was 1 or 2 persons or unemployed. All others were relying only one person. It's really bad. And the problem was, there's only one seasonal vegetable that time, only one in Bangladesh. After the rainy season, in the winter time, they had only one time. This very, very, very bad.
Yeah.
We took long time to start each of the houses, not only one season, but one the whole year cultivation, whole year, every season. Not in even they have to use they are inspired to use their compound, their house shade over there selling. Then there are some trees which are not fruit, but skin are very soft. I said, then we can say, why not? We put such a vegetable which are climbing, they will go up, and we can have some vegetables, some spices even, some many people like betel nut and betel leaves. I said, why not? This is one of the best tree for using this. So they started. So each and every inch they were inspired to use for cultivation. So this way they started. We saw that now I don't see there's any unemployed. No, if they say unemployed, the students they can say, but students are also learning permaculture in the school now. They started different classes, learning, though not deeply, but a smaller way, permaculture design, waste management, and also making composting and herbal pesticides. They're learning those things. So this way, we don't see the unemployed now that way. So then we said, you have a wonderful culture in Bangladesh. They're singing, dancing, drama, theater, many, many things it was before. Even I spent whole night for drama, whole villages were at night observing. But now there's no drama, no like that. Why not we start there? No, in every village now started those drama, cultural things, and whole village is now getting up and up now. So I found this way. Only it was very hard for me ecology because they were using more and more chemical. Still now they're using chemicals. I said, okay, you can use your bigger land where I cannot now still give you the solution. You can use the big land for use a little bit of chemical, but try to use at least 50% of the cow dung and other house composting, other things. They started. But at home and around the house, you don't use any chemical. They have lots of medicines at home. Most of the trees are herbal trees. You can use it. So this way. I think the poor people they got some opportunity for living, so better living. So then they come forward. So this story I'm trying to share with my other friends in other villages, other NGOs, with the government. So they started learning here. So hearing this, some of the universities from other countries they're coming to visit. NGOs are coming. So university they said, okay, Bangladesh, some universities will send our students for some learning. Last week from China, 22 universities jointly they proposed me 22 universities. We like to send our students for a 2.5 months internship, but all online. Some may go physically, but some will do online. So I'm not discussing with them. I do not know what is that. I'm trying to learn from them. So if this is not destroying our system, maybe we'll think in the future. So because China is our brother or sister or our neighbor country, no? Oh, your neighbor country, yes.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. It's been a long journey before you come to this point where the impact has extended beyond your community and this go to even to the neighboring countries, to the different sectors that is involved in rural development. It's not an easy journey like you share. Thank you so much for staying with it for throughout all this time. And then we see that in your strategies, working with this group of people, food security, food safety is something that is the starting point that calling people coming in, and you start working with the people who we first think of them as unemployed. but they actually now is not unemployed anymore.
No,
They are
yes.
actually the people who producing food for the community and also start to create a system where those food can be shared and exchanged in the market.
Yes,
And
sure.
I saw when I went there, like you share, that Bangladesh has this rich social and culture. And I remember dancing with the local communities all the time. And then they were love to sing, they love to social, and then they were very strong in the social dimension of people coming together.
Still now they remember your dance, remember your song, the song you I
Too
like to
long, I can't remember.
yeah. Still now they say, why don't you call your friend again? I said, okay,
Yeah.
I'll call.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's also interesting that your approach, as you mentioned, that people will have a different beliefs, and then you also coming from a different faith, and you also presenting the meditation and spirituality practices in a way that is also including and embracing, making people feel like this is something presenting good to them, and then they share with each other. And that is also very interesting. Anything you want to share relating to how the eco village concepts as the concept that is shared from what we learned from outside, and how is that aligned with what is going on in the local communities, the cultures? How do you adapt this new concept that coming from the outside of Bangladesh and then align with what is already existing as villages, as their life there? That makes
Yes, by this time I have visited some of the eco villages in other country, in Findhorn, in other countries, Australia, India, yeah, so some of the places. But even Spain, Portugal, yes, those are really good, excellent. But I'm thinking maybe I cannot make like them because they are different way, different approach of eco villages. They're planned eco villages. So I was thinking if I could get an opportunity to make a like in India there is Auroville, na Auroville. So if I had money or if I had one or two big hills, maybe we could do something. Then I said no. In Bangladesh there's no space, a big extra space. Maybe it's not possible. It's not possible. So the only way is transformation. In that case, I tell the story to them, to our community. If you go to Australia, even if you Western countries, even some spaces in India, some not everywhere, but their eco-villages is different. But ours also eco-village. We're not breaking our village, but we are here, we are together. We are not giving you money. We're giving only technique. We're giving only love and care that I can. They said, okay, fine, this is good. So in this respect, I'm thinking both the approach of eco-village is excellent. Other country, they cannot have this kind of village, traditional village, not possible. Maybe it was before, but now may not be possible in Western country to have this kind of community now. But in our country, in many places, in India, even Thailand, other country, maybe we can use our traditional villages more and more better. I heard the stories of Cambodia from Max and from our friends, how they're moving with their own community, own tribal people together. I learned about also from John George from Siddharth. You know John George of Siddharth?
Yeah.
Yes, and also, so I visited some of the villages there in Hyderabad, in Odisha and others. Excellent. But I found that those are all traditional communities, no? Tribal. They're moving forward, so they move forward. So these traditional groups are moving one way. They'll be they will be maybe not too rich, too much rich, not much educated, but they will be educated sometime. But I find this way of eco villages are better because they can care their own thing, everything,
Mm.
not something new. But
Mm.
what they got after coming from after the birth, what they got the land, the same land they are trying to develop it. And when they go back to the other side, when they go back, when they die, they'll just leave the soil. But I told them, when you're born, think after some years the soil, what kind of soil it was. So try to make the soil or keep the soil that way that when you die, you can tell your grandsons and children that, oh, I'm leaving some soil to you. Not the same soil, but the better soil, not the worst soil. So this is our ambition now. Each of the community, though. So we will not destroy our soil, but we will try to regenerate more and more and develop it and leave it to our next generation, the better soil. So if we put the better soil, the water will be better. Then the water automatically the air will be gradually better. So this is our journey now in our network, and we are moving now.
Thank you.
This is the same story I told in last week. There was a program for 3 days program in FAO, science fair in FAO. So the same way we told the same stories there. They're very happy to hear that how the traditional villages are moving, but other countries are moving it differently.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, many other ways of thinking and experiences.
Yeah.
Different countries, different approach. Although the same dimension, but we are trying to use our own way that our people can understand and share.
Yeah. Eco-village manifestation can be very diverse we working with the local communities. It's when you share what you're sharing is that working with the existing community, working with what we have, working with our conditions. How can we improve our conditions and then also empower what we already have?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much for giving us that examples. That it's also inspired me when I go back to Gaia Ashram, starting an intentional community next to a traditional community. So also exploring how can we coexist, working with both community development. Working with existing community is also working with what they already have. Empowering, remembering what we already have and strengthening, and then also sharing whatever that might help them to improve any aspect of their life that they are desired for, that aligns with the ecological principles. So that's also what I inspired from learning and visiting your project in 2012.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so should we share the video of your journey to the audience, so then we get some visualization?
You can show some of the pictures maybe. Then the videos, if you would like to show, okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so maybe we can share the first video, the video on the transformations of the eco-village in your projects, and then the second part after that we can see if anyone has questions relating to this.
Yes.
And then we can go into the second video afterwards.
Yeah, this first video is about we are working together with World Vision. Then how we two together developed some model villages. So this is the journey. This is a one year journey.
Right.
আমি রিঙ্কু মল্লিক, আমি ইকোভিলেজের একজন সদস্য। আমরা জায়গায় 44 ঘর মিলে আমাদের এখানে ইকোভিলেজের কার্যক্রম শুরু করা হয় 2021 সালের অক্টোবর মাস থেকে।
সুন্দর পাহাড়ি of সুনামগঞ্জ, হাতির বের of বাগেরহাট, মাতিয়াকুড়া of দিনাজপুর, সরকারপাড়া of রাজশাহী, উত্তর কালদুয়ার of নেত্রকোনা, and টঙ্কাবতী of বান্দরবন সদর. Partnering with BASD, World Vision trained 25 community members from each village on ecology, sociology, economics, and art, culture, and spirituality under Ecovillage design education. Using chemical fertilizers, pesticides, and different kinds of non-reusable materials was very common here. The ultimate objective of this project is to turn these areas into eco-village within the project period. In first quarter, community members received training on permaculture. They have learned to produce fertilizers and pesticides using organic and local materials. They learned permaculture gardening design, nature spirituality, meditation, and cultural practices.
আগে যেরকম অবস্থা ছিল পরিবেশ অনেক সরানো ছিটানো ময়লা আবর্জনা
The trained community started conducting permaculture training in their own community. They started to apply different types of permaculture techniques and methods, like using organic fertilizers, using locally preserved herbal seeds, using fences all around the bed, building diamond-shaped bedding, reusing the plastic waste, and etc. They also started using different types of homemade compost, like vermicompost, liquid compost, green compost. In third quarter, the outcome and impact of the training started to be visible in the community. A huge number of employment opportunities created because of several eco-village design activities. The trained community members have already started selling organic vegetables to the local markets and getting financial benefit.
শাকসবজি বেচে আমরা শিশুরা লেখাপড়াও করাইতাছি এরপর এটা আমাদের কিছু সঞ্চয় করতেছি
Finally, after a year of the Eco-Village demonstration, regular Eco-Village design practice, and permaculture production are noticeably improved in all these 6 villages. To build a proper eco-village, it requires at least 8 to 10 years of practices. We are happy because now we have plenty of fresh food and fresh air. We are not against nature but in favor. We are happy because we have got united society. I love this village because I have lots of friends now and we play together.
Right. So that's the first part.
Yeah, this is
Journey.
in short, yes. Mostly in the first year, they started ecological permaculture design. Then they are adding sociology and also economics together.
Wow. Wow, that's it's very, very quite a journey. And thank you so much for sharing this video with us. Now we can open space as a breakout for before we go into the next part, which is about climate change adaptation and disaster response practices and strategies. At this first part that we've been discussing, does anyone in this meeting rooms have any question you want to ask so far? Or Kin, if you also have any questions in mind you want to ask, please feel free. Now is we give some time for questions.
Thank you so much, Boniface and and I'd love to ask a question as well, and then maybe also give space for others. So I find it really inspiring that you're working, you choose to, and really this is a very conscious choice of choosing to work with communities that are already there. And for a lot of countries in Asia and Oceania, we still have this very rich village life, rich community life. So a lot of people, when they think about eco-village, they think about intentional communities, but actually traditional communities transforming into eco-villages are really a strong approach, although it takes a lot of persistence, like you said in the video, 8 to 10 years. And I'm really curious because so we have this 4-dimension approach, social, ecology, economy, and culture, the worldview. You also mentioned in the video, and I want to ask, how does the indigenous or the local wisdoms in Bangladesh play a role in the eco-village development based on your experience? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. One thing I should admit, in Bangladesh, I found most of the tribal people or those groups, yeah, they're really not destroying the nature. They are in favor of nature from many hundreds of before. Now in Bangladesh, other people they're destroying, but this community they're caring. Beautiful, excellent. Though I didn't start any ecological program or eco-village program with them, only had some purpose design. But I found they are very good, as they're already in the line of ecology, eco-village area. So I thought, okay, I can go later on to them. But those who are not here, I can share the story of the tribal people. They're our actually idol. We can follow them. So there is one communities here in Bangladesh we call Khashia. There are many Khashias in India, thousands and yeah, very big. They're very lovely people. They always planting trees and they're planting the vegetables or the leaves, betel leaves, betel nut, other things, but together. And they're talking always. We are not we shouldn't do it. We should plant, but we're not allowed to cut it. If we cut one, then we'll plant two, more than two. I was really inspired by them. And about the society, tribal people are really very good in their society, in the very good society. I love them. I love their society. Very strong society. I was visiting hundreds tribal people in Bangladesh while I was a student, while I was working in a weekly paper. I was visiting. That is really so good for the society, for good society. So I tell this story to the other community people. So why not we follow them? So those people are already in the line of ecovillages. They're following ecovillages. We only the Bengali people are destroying. So this is in short of my sharing about both the groups together.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone in the room has any questions? Otherwise, I have another question. I remember when I went there in 2012, and I also did the workshop for the youth.
Yeah.
The first next GENOA workshop.
Exactly.
I remember there were many of youth came to join the workshop. There were like 40, 50 youth or something.
Yeah, right.
And they were very enthusiastic and eager to learn. And that was really motivated me a lot to do empowerment training to youth in our region and start the next GENOA movement. I wonder how is the younger generation, the youth, involved in the projects that you are doing, or how is your plan to kind of like empower the younger generation to take on this development work, or is there within their own community itself? I saw that
Yeah.
in the school you start teaching and working with the kids. Were there any other strategies relating to this?
Yeah, that is my next ambition. Is that in the future I'll work more with the youths and children, school students and teachers. So those who are with you at the time, the next gen students, all of them are good leader now in different areas.
Wow.
Excellent, and they're the leaders of different eco-villages now. They're doing very good.
Oh,
but in the future, we're thinking actually, wherever we have programs in Bangladesh, we always choose the local school to educate also them side by side with our programs. We bring them to see our programs, and we also talk to them and educate them whatever possible in brief or other way, for plantation, for waste management, or for different kind of competition. So we try to use more and more them. But in future, I wish I'm talking with some of the friends around, though it is not decided. I think the school permaculture is really will be excellent. for Bangladesh.
Mm.
So there is not only one, two in one. That means children will learn. At the same time, the children will practice at home with their parents.
Mm.
In the sense, and I am talking also some local church, temples, and also mosques and other groups, pagodas. I was visiting some of the areas for last some time, and all are inspired. That's it. Oh, yes, we like also to join. So I think the religious groups, institutions, and the schools are really important for me in the future. I think it will be. I think you will also like also about the same way. Maybe I heard that some of our friends around the world they started permaculture works in the school permaculture.
Yeah.
Excellent. I like it.
Yeah.
I love it very much.
Yeah.
So some of my trainers last time who were the next gen leader, there are two head teachers of high schools now.
Nice.
I was visiting their school. It's so beautiful. I thought this is a very nice nice forest, flower forest. All hundreds of medicinal plants inside the school, in the veranda, inside the classroom, and in the whole compound. There's lots of different but diverse plantations. Even I said, "What have we done?" He said, "I'm really inspired. I'm
Right.
inspired." So
Right.
that's why I should like to think more and more, and maybe GENOA can, if possible, we can talk together in the future. If GENOA take more steps, or if we get some more fund, if possible, some from GEN or whether from other group, maybe
Yeah.
we can make some model schools,
Mm.
Bangladesh, India, even in India. I'm talking with a group with there in Hyderabad. You heard that Orunno. There is a institution Orunno. Orunno. So the daughter of Orunno is actually Podda and Norshan are their husband and wife. They are motivating thousands of people in India for permaculture.
Mm.
So most of them will be gathered in Taiwan on 30th November for the program where I'm supposed to go. But they're coming to show their expertise and how they're developing. So that way, they also came to Bangladesh to see our practice, and they would like to do more work in the schools before now in the future. But now they're working in the community. They'll be working more and more in the schools.
Oh, wow. I think it's about time now to come together again in the GENOA family, the
Sure.
next GENOA. Well,
Sure.
let's do next GENOA gathering next year.
Yeah. So I'm getting free from
Yeah, sure.
I'll be getting free from my organization from very soon. I
Yeah.
served 32 years in this organization, so I'll be free from after a few months. Maybe I can involve more and more other locations.
Nice. This is so great. The network is very important
Yeah.
to
Right.
support
You're doing
the
excellent. You're
emerging
doing
project.
excellent. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I remember we really close together.
Yeah.
And when I started Gaia Ashram in the beginning, there's so much difficulties. But every time we come meet, even online,
Yeah.
talk and then to share, it just feel like really empowered. Networking is just important. So I think like this is a great opportunity to reconnect after
Sure.
many years.
I'll be happy. I'll be happy to do that more and more.
Yeah.
I'll
And
give
then we
some
can
more
move.
time in the future. So one good news is that already for developing a work, this is the book of this is our book Permaculture Design, and we did some of the books for Ecovillage design in a back on this is Ecovillage design. We did it in Bengali.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I can show you in the picture. No, it's not coming. No, not coming in the picture. Yeah.
Is
So
there
this is
anyone? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
so this will help more and more community to come forward for ecovillages and permacultures. So
Yeah.
we develop more and more Bengali literature on ecovillages and permaculture.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So now let's. I have too much to talk. I can talk to you after, but let's give the space to other. Is there anyone want to have a moment with Boniface? Do you have any questions or any comments you want to?
Yes, I'd like to ask Boniface.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes, I'm Amalia from the Philippines, and here in the Philippines, we are we were conquered by the Spaniards and also by the U.S., Japanese. So we were kind of like mixed. We could not most of the youth here nowadays are really seeking to learn their roots. They want to find their roots. And what we're seeing is really bringing them together in our space in the Sinipupuna ng Maharlika Eco Community. Sinipupuna means womb. So we can start unlearning or developing ourselves properly as a human being and as a community. So what we are facing here right now is that the youth are kind of like disconnected and could not really relate to one another because they forgot our own culture. So, what do you recommend our youth here? Because we have a community, we gather, but then we feel that it needs more reinforcement, really more deeper experience, so that the youth will be taken away from the addiction from social media that distracts them.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
what can you advise? What are the activities that we can share with our youth here in our community?
Yes, this is a very good question, actually. Sorry. So not only Philippines, I visited your country 2 times. I saw there, and what you said, and what you said, the same in Bangladesh also. The same problem, same addiction in the mobile and some drugs and other things. Many hundreds of youths. So we're thinking what to do. In one of my colleagues, there is a small story. I found that many girls and boys are sitting. We developed a road we called a eco-friendly road, and there are many plants in there. Both sides of the roads are different plants were there. I found a group of youths, not only a few but many. They're sitting here, there, they're talking. I said, "What are you doing here?" So we're gossiping. I said, "Nice, eco-friend roads. So you're gossiping, excellent. But do you like to do something?" "No, we are just friends. We are talking here. We like to make friendship each other." Then I was in problem. What to do? Eco-friendly roads. They are making friendships. Yeah, good. But this is not my idea. That they have some space. They're coming. Afterwards, I told the same story, and I called those years later on to some meetings afterwards, and they told their views, and we tell our good things about the Ecovillage, eco program, and why we did that road afterwards. There are lots of discussions. They are breaking the trees that time. They're sitting, talking, and they're breaking trees, breaking this, taking the leaves and this and that, and they're destroying. This happened for some long time. Then we are discussing, we're going village to village. Then afterwards we found they are the good friend of taking care of the plants. They're not only sitting like that. They said they're coming to us, "Okay, brother, can you give us some plants that we can plant, we can take home and do it, and we can use it in our compound." So I saw many of them were changing. About the drugs, this is very hard actually. This is very hard, and I don't know how to tackle it. But I found the eco-village families, they have less problem now in Bangladesh. There are hundreds of eco-villages now, traditional villages. We found almost all the families. We talked to them. They're not facing so much problem of addiction, because in many villages there is some plan of meditation with the children on the lived day. They sit for 1 or 2 hours for meditation. Then all they go for their own vegetable gardening and the house by house. So this is one way, but I am thinking if we can arrange, so maybe Om can think better way in the future. Maybe if we can think we can arrange some money, then we can think some of the villages around, some of the model villages, maybe exposure or inter-exchange can help. If we can develop a group of youths who will be the ambassador in the future, they'll go to other country, they'll share their good things. When they come back to the country, they will share the things to the schools and colleges. I think exchange something can help them. And one of my trainer for the Ignatius, you know, you know, for the Ignatius, who is my senior trainer, he's a Jesuit priest. He said, why not we try a retreat center? We said a meditation center. They opened the meditation center yesterday. They said, this is my last, because I'll die very soon. I am now 79. So, so let me start a meditation center. And so I think more and more youths will come. They'll sit and talk and pray and meditate. Maybe they will forget gradually their drugs and other things. So this is exposure, meditation, or kind of relaxation, or more and more cultural arrangement, your culture, developing your more cultural practice more and more. So I think this may be, but this is not enough for you. I know this reply is not good, not enough good for you. But I found in Bangladesh, these three are helping a lot. If where there is more and more culture, singing, dancing, not the other songs, but other digital songs, but we try to use more and more. What was the singing and dancing was done in the early days. We call the elders and tell them to show them. Then it requires the youngers point out we practice together. There is a story, a small story. I called about 30 elderly people, all sitting different chairs. Some were very, very old. And on the same number, we called about even 30 and 35 youths from around the villages. There's a time for interactions of the knowledge, each other. So when I request the elders to say something, actually in the beginning, the youngers were telling very, very good things to them. Oh, our father, our senior, they were excellent, they're learning. But normally they're not going to the elders. Nowadays they stay away. Even they use the cigarette in front of them. But it's never happened before. But they're telling by mouth. But afterwards, I request the elders to speak about. I request 3 elders who are more than 81, 82. They could not speak. They could not speak even a word. Only I saw them crying. I said, why you are crying? They said, last more than 10 years, nobody was calling. We elders are dying. Youths are moving by one way. Youths they're not caring to us. We have lots of things to share with them, but they don't care. They're moving forward. But today we cannot. But what you did, that we are together, the youngers are telling something good about us. It is impossible. We cannot. It's surprising. So I found this journey together, younger, elder together. Sometime meeting, sharing program, what's a tea, or somehow something good to share each other. I found this is excellent, excellent. So I tried afterwards, wherever go for a meeting, I said, okay, please call at least 4 to 5 elders there. Yeah, youngers are there. Elders, please come and sit with me around. Not only men, but women and men together. So you may try this also. So this way, it will be more encouraging for the youths and children.
Yeah. Thank you, Boniface. You know, it reminded me the story about the elders. It reminded me of the tradition of people in the mountains in a tribal community that every 6 p.m. after dinner, they light a bonfire, and
Yeah.
then the elders are there, and all the children are sitting around the fire, and the elders are sharing the story, transferring their wisdom
Mm.
to the young. And so, there's still like that happening in the tribes in the mountainous area, and we're very happy that we are able to preserve it. But the challenge nowadays is that, of course, no. I just want to share this without any intention of making this the mission bad, but there are many Christian missionaries who
Mm.
would go up the mountain, and
Mhm.
then they would try to preach Christianity, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But
Mhm.
then it comes with the changing their culture by encouraging them even to change their clothing because they feel that
Oh,
it's
no.
not the it's not it, it is backwards what they are wearing, and that they're sharing what the beauty of life in the city as a progressive life, which is of course
Oh.
like what.
Mm.
But
Oh.
it's like their intention is good, but it is a very strong force that when they introduce to the people, indigenous people, the young become very curious. And so
Oh.
many of them are already in the
Mm.
cities and living in the cities and also working in the cities. But it's going to be too late for them to realize that they are
Mm.
exchanging a thriving and beautiful life in their
Mm.
village, because now they are experiencing the challenges, but they don't see it as
Oh.
it is
Yeah.
something that, okay, it's normal here in the city, that your life is like you're like a rat race. You work
Oh.
every day,
Mm.
no time for rest, and no environment that is healthy for you. So I am saddened to witness
Mm.
this, that the
Sure.
young people
Sure.
coming from the tribes are even proud to say that they are progressive, and they left a backward lifestyle. And so, yeah, in our efforts here in the Sinapupunan ng Maharlika Eco Community, we're really striving really to bring back that
Mm.
consciousness to the young, that the simple and the high conscious living in the tribe or in the mountain, in a beautiful environment, is a wealth.
Mm. Oh.
It is uh, uh, abundant life should not be exchanged with a city life.
Mhm.
So we're trying our
Yeah,
best, but
sure. Good.
still,
Good.
because of the strong force of missionaries and other kinds of development program of government, they're taking them away from their wealth and their abundance.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's like the communities, the government is doing something that is opposite to what we're trying to
That's right.
preserve.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
happened not only your country, some other country also. But I would say, I have a friend. Do you know Mr. Pai from Philippines? Pai.
Yes, Pai. Yeah, he's in an eco-village in Palawan.
Um, I was with him for a long time in different programs, and I found him excellent. His way of meditation and yoga and especially the inner jumping. But some of the things I found really really good. Even
Mm.
Penelope, the Penelope,
Yeah.
in the laughing fish, no laughing fish in laughing fish.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I was found more something good in Pi's thinking and program, especially his
Yeah.
meditation programs or the themes. Maybe this can be
Yeah.
helpful for the youngers.
Mm. Okay, we will try to reconnect. Actually, when we went to Maya Ecovillage in Palawan in
Yeah.
2015, that's when we got inspired to build our
Hmm.
own community.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we also participated in the workshops of inner dance.
Yeah, please call
So
him. Yeah,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and
he's,
we
he's
benefited
really
from it.
excellent. In our
Yeah.
whole GENOA group, I think he's one of the best one. Yeah, Sunisa, he's one of the best one. A good friend of ours.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I would thank you for reminding me that he's very busy
Oh,
though, but I think whenever he's in Manila, he'll be able to visit us and
mhm.
organize something here in our community,
Sure, sure.
especially the youth.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank
Mhm.
you.
If possible, when there's possible, you may send maybe one or two or three for visiting our some of the villages and stay with them, live with them, talk with them, learn
Oh yeah.
something by living and doing something for a few days. We have a eco center near the where Sunisa are there. Now it is better and a better center. So all the eco is around there. So that may help also if some one or two
Wow.
or three leaders come, some
Okay.
energetic
Wow.
leaders, maybe it may be good. In that case,
Yeah, I love that immersion. I can
uh,
probably organize like three or like four or five
yeah.
people
In that
and
case,
do the
they'll come and
immersion.
learn, but not visiting, but learning by doing with the
Yes,
common people.
immersion. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
How long is the I mean the ideal days to stay and learn? Is it like 2 weeks enough experience?
Please
Can
tell
be length
again.
from 1 day to 10 years.
Oh, oh no. Actually, it's a
I
long
think something
journey.
we can bring
The
into
longer the
discussion
better,
of
he
like
said. Yes.
Crystal water
Okay.
took Crystal water took 14 years to announce.
Okay.
I think Damanhur also
yeah,
took long years.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Even
Okay.
Findor still
You-
now they are sometimes hesitate to say, huh?
yeah.
They're the best one
Okay.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
So
it's about time to think about the youth, the next gen program again. How do we address all these
Yeah,
discussion
sure.
issues that we raised? I
Mhm.
also on a journey similar to what both of you share in our community, Gaia Ashram. We also have next gen coming up, a younger generation from the
Oh,
village who are interested and want to be involved in our project. And I learned that what they need is also to explore many different possibilities, although they like still the idea of progress, the idea of becoming better, becoming more. And
yeah,
how do we work with those ideas of those thinking that being in the community also can provide that sense of, new
yeah,
possibility for
yeah,
life.
that's right.
What could
That's
that
right.
be? So I think
I'm
like,
also thinking,
yeah.
thinking to some to you for learning sharing. This
Mm.
is special for learning from
Mhm.
your group, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe it's good, no, Kin, to set up a call or a gathering to talk about how do we work with the young people, we work with youth
yeah.
again, to have another call and then bring it into the
Yeah,
discussion. But
sure.
maybe we can bring back the next GENOA gathering program so they can meet with each other, exchange and share.
Yeah,
Maybe that
sure.
help
Okay,
kind of
okay.
empowering each other.
Oh,
Yes.
excellent,
We would
excellent.
love to
Even in the
participate.
next general program, we can call Pi, na? For
Yeah.
Yes.
the inner dance, everybody for inner dance, huh?
Yeah.
And
Yes. Let's do that.
Om for teaching us dancing, na? Dancing
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
music.
We can make it multi-generational
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
gathering
Yeah.
of GENOA.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Thank
so we are
you.
almost coming to the end of the talk today,
Yeah,
and we
sure.
still have another piece of work of BASD that we want to honor, as we have been discussing and hearing about their journey of developing an eco village with the existing traditional villages. And within that context, they're also doing it under the condition of natural disasters and climate change effect, which is getting into the layers of not only developing a sustainable community development program, but also addressing natural disasters that is
Sure.
happening regularly. So let's start with sharing these videos that
thank
we
you.
have prepared, and then people can see within that eco-village development program, there's also these survival strategies addressing natural disaster as well.
Dako, a upazila under Khulna district, is situated near the bank of the river Poshur and about 50 kilometers south from Khulna city. This upazila is situated beside the beautiful sea, the Bay of Bengal, and the world's largest mangrove forest, the Sundarbans. The pleasant scenario of natural beauty has been deteriorating gradually with natural calamity like tidal surge, cyclone, and sea wave that damages every sphere of people's life and biodiversity of the area. Ultimately, it affects the whole community of the catchment area, especially the poor and marginalized population. Bangladesh Association for Sustainable Development, BASD, has come forward with a noble vision to help people's livelihood and promote ecosystem from the sudden hit of different types of natural and man-made disasters and calamities through implementation of eco-village design and climate change techniques by adaptation and mitigation strategy. Strategy 1. Building low house in high basement. The adaptation module was to raise the basement with mud minimum 4 to 5 feet height from the ground and keeping the height of the house roof low up to 7 to 8 feet to protect from flood water and cyclone hit. Following the measurement, BASD has been able to facilitate in developing 115 households of the target community in the impact area as shown in the picture. Strategy 2. Tying of house with strong rope. This is another adaptation technique that the above 115 households have been implementing by tying of living house with half-inch diameter strong ropes or thick wires for protecting their houses from strong cyclone hit. The rope or wire is tied with T-style hook that is cemented in 4 corners of the house ground and to the house roof corner, which is 10 to 12 feet length. Strategy 3. Installation earth pitcher. Further, the above households dug hole in the floor of their residential house, deepening up to 3 to 5 feet with 3 to 4 feet length and width. The hole will be covered with a hard and waterproof polythene sheet. Then, each house head will decide about selecting the items that could be kept in the hole, including dry food items, safe drinking water, valuable assets, and essential materials that could be used after disaster is over, at least for 5 to 7 days. Strategy 4. Establishing Disaster Information Center. 10 villages in the Union established area-basis disaster information centers for informing messages and assistance for pre-disaster period, during disaster, and the disaster is over. Each of the villages developed a disaster prohuri or guard by technical assistance of BAST staff and have been given some related tools for protecting community people from cyclone, tidal surge and other natural calamities. The organization helping for capacity building of the guards and follow-up of the model that villages are saved if disaster occurs in the future. Strategy 5. Raising cowshed. For a poor and a middle-class families, normally they have cows and goats. In this situation, they need a small area or plot of 8 by 8 by 4 feet for keeping those. This way, hopefully, cows and goats will be saved during disaster and high tide. Strategy 6. Cultivating hanging vegetables. In the eco-villages and targeted areas for cultivating various kinds of vegetables hanging under house ceiling, trees, pillars, so that saline water cannot affect. Another option is also used by some of the families, rising 2 to 3 feet soil rows for plantation of crops, vegetables and fruits, which is also getting familiarized by the community in the targeted areas. Strategy 7. Installing strong pillar. This module is also used by the above 115 families and other neighboring communities. They installed a strong pillar near the house for saving family members' life from cyclone and tidal surge. People wrap the pillar tight during disaster that they are not washed away. Another option is also used by the community people, wrap strong trees like coconut, palm for saving themselves from cyclone and tidal surge. Strategy 8. Installation of tube well at high place. Installation of tube well at 5 to 6 feet high from the ground and then connect tube well pipes to nearby sweetwater pond. Water from this tube well will be used for drinking and washing purposes during dry season, as because there is scarcity of safe water in the targeted areas. This module is being practiced at 16 villages of Banishanta and Shutarkhali unions, and the community people are collecting water from the tube wells during dry seasons. Strategy 9. Raising bank of pond. Each of the 26 villages at Banishanta and Shutarkhali unions, the pond management committee have been formed, re-excavated ponds, raised banks 4 to 5 feet from the ground for protection of pond water from outside saline water, and community people are using the water for drinking and washing during dry season. Strategy 10. Planting saplings and using herbal pesticides. The members have been planting various kinds of wood, fruit, ornamental and herbal plants beside roadsides, houses, schools, mosques and temples for green revolution. The area also using herbal plants and natural pesticides by removing chemical fertilizer and pesticides in order to grow organic vegetables, crops and fruits that would protect and enrich the soil. On the other hand, this would help grow and protect our health naturally. Strategy 11. Preserving rainwater in the reservoir. Daily life is becoming miserable in this area for seawater. Sweet water is collected from far away by walking or by boat from 2 to 5 kilometers or more. In these villages, the community people preserve rainwater in the big earthen pitchers. Rich people construct reservoir or water tanks for preserving rainwater for using during dry season. Strategy 12: Disaster Management. To reduce the damage of human resources, crops, and other assets of the households, BAST started educating and making aware of the target people. Following steps are being adopted in the impact areas. Pre-disaster message. Announce danger signal, hoisting red flag, taking valuables and essential items and dry food before leaving the house. During disaster, preparing emergency food, water and valuable goods to put in the pitcher. Take children, handicapped, old and women to the nearby safety shelter. Take cows and goats also to the safety shelters. After disaster, arranging emergency dry food and water for the affected people, take care of the injured and take other emergency measures. BASD has been disseminated above-mentioned messages among more than 1,000 households in 10 villages of Banishanta Union. Many of them are practicing most of the messages as and where needed. Some evidences are being demonstrated here. Now, BASD invites all communities, stakeholders and donors for developing and promoting the modules among the vulnerable people who live in the coastal zones and disaster-prone areas.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing this and bring awareness to people to know what it is like.
Yes,
to live.
this video was taken long before, but afterwards community started following this. Now not only 15 houses or 100, now thousands of thousands are houses in different districts and areas they are following now, especially in the South Bengal, where there are 30 million people are living near the seashore area. So most areas we are trying to reach this information, and also we're talking, not trying to talk with the communities there.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be hearing this story from you, from your own mouth, you know.
Yes, thank you. Thank you to give me this opportunity, though we started, but we have to go through long road. This is only starting, because not only Bangladesh, but most of the countries in the world, especially I know that the Philippines also very much, they're more dangerous than Bangladesh. Now they are in problems. And many other countries, India,
Yeah.
southern
We
part.
have so much to learn
So
from you.
if we can do something together, GENOA can do something together,
Yes.
future
Yes.
to reach this information, it will be really, really good. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's take this on. We need to
Yeah.
share these informations and let
Mm.
GENOA be the platform that connecting the dots.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you
all.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Amalia.
you for
Thank you
We
sharing.
all.
will reach
Thank
out for
Yes,
you
you.
more. We need
thanks a
your
lot.
presence more to bless
And I
GENOA
see
circle.
some more people, but they didn't come forward. Anyhow, I give thanks to everybody. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who are listening. And then we'll meet you again in the next talks.
Yeah,
For sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.